What's up, my people? Happy Thursday, everybody. We're almost at the end of the week, end of the month, end of the year. Ain't this something? You know what I was forgetting. So, ain't this something? Just 1 second. Sorry about that. Yep, now perfect. Now we got this lighting. I knew I was forgetting. Should have known I was forgetting something. But yes, getting into today's stream, let's talk about Heather the Heathen. That unscrupulous woman, that twisted, home-wrecking woman. I don't like her for what she's doing. Why is she putting her lips all over Lily's man? That is Lily's man right now, okay? You didn't want Daniel when you was with him. When you was with him, he didn't have his crap together. So now that and Lily has been so nice to you, she put aside all her insecurities and she hired your little raggedy self. She let Devon and them, and she hired you. And this is at that company. And now you're gonna put your crusty lips on her man? How now? You and his little spawn, because I could barely say that that's her spawn, because that wasn't even. That's his biological child. So it's his spawn with Sheila Carter's crazy daughter. Hey, David, how are you? And hey, Spiderquake, how are you? But yeah, Heather the Heathen, unbelievable. I hope that this fails tremendously, and I hope when so sore from what? What are you sore from, Spiderquake? And I hope when Lily comes back, she knocks Heather on her ass. Hurts to sit. Did you get a whooping? I'm just saying. Did you finally mouth off too much and your mama or your papa gave you a whooping? Is that what happened? I wouldn't be surprised. Gross. All right. I don't need to hear. I don't need to hear all that. Okay. I don't need the visual. But hey David, so what did you think of General Hospital the last 2 days? What did you think of Kristina yesterday? I thought Kristina was out of David said, haha. True, but didn't you think Kristina was very out of line? The way she was talking to Alexis, like she know everything. And Kristina ain't never even been pregnant before. So, anyways, after you're done with Brendan, he may not be able to sit. Oh, he definitely won't. He'll be. Kyreese, the one and only. What'd you think of GH today? GH was a decent show today. It was decent, above average, but Lois pissed me off today. Okay, that's why I had a strong reaction to Albert's review, kind of when he was going on talking about how Olivia was is condoning Sonny to be with this horrible woman and all this nonsense. But my thing is they acting like Carly didn't commit a crime. Lois is running all that. The only thing Nina is vindictive, but being vindictive isn't a crime. Insider trading is a federal crime. Okay, so Sonny not being with him. I mean, not being with Nina is not the end of the world. Talk about, oh, Nina, why would you want Sonny with a woman like that? Why not? I mean, don't get me wrong. I have my instances where I cannot stand Nina either, but she's not the devil now. That's just a little over the top in my view. But it's not. That's not just from Albert. I'm talking about from all comments in general. Just Nina gets so much hate, like she's the devil incarnate, but I don't think so. Nick Newman is the damn devil. Nina is just Cocoa for Cocoa Puffs. And then Spider-Quake wants to be all up in my damn business talking about Kyreese. Why? How come Dimitri got replaced by Boomer Brennan? Because Dimitri gave his life away for Leo, and now Dimitri no longer has any more use for me. He doesn't even have use for Leo anymore. So, because Leo is sitting there flirting with Johnny. Okay, Kyreese, would you want Dimitri to give his life up for yours? No, I would not. No. I like the selfish bastard. I would want Dimitri to be such a selfish bastard. Johnny do look like he sucked before. And then Spider-Quick says, Kyreese, I think deep down Olivia cared for Nina. Maybe. Nick isn't the devil, but you go hard a lot. Yeah, because Nick Newman is a piece of dirt, okay? He's the gum at the bottom of my shoe. That's what Nick Newman is. Do like he sucked one before. How do you know who sucked one before? Okay. And then David says the scenes with Cyrus and Nina in the church pissed me off. I mean, someone on Albert Stream said, what Catholic priest would let Cyrus through the door? In fact, when did Cyrus get in the church? Kyreese, who you think looked better, Brennan or Dimitri? Brennan. Mr. Brennan got it going on. I mean, Dimitri, that old boomer, that old useless Dimitri, he don't do it for me no more. I'd rather have Mr. Brennan in my bed. Dimitri is worthless to me. He's just ooh. I hope he rots in jail because he gave up his life for Leo instead of going on the run like the man I thought I loved. I can't believe I thought I loved Dimitri at some point. How about a foursome? You, Willow, Dimitri, and Brennan. Why are you all up in my sex life? Damn. Asking me all these nosy-ass questions without me volunteering. How about a foursome? You, Willow, Dimitri, and Brennan. That sound hot. As long as Dimitri knows he's last in place, then. So you feel he didn't kill Emma, Albert. And I agree with David about Cyrus shouldn't have been in that church. But you know Cyrus is a creep. But yeah, Albert, Thomas did not kill Emma. Okay. Now, however, Thomas pissed me off in that storyline now. Now that is the part I could agree with. Because like I hated like the way he was screaming at her and he cornered her before they started running off in that incident. There was a scene where I remember he was screaming at her and he like grabbed her arm. I was so mad at Thomas. I wanted to fuck Thomas up so badly. And then he did, like I said, he watched her die with a smile on his face. Now that pissed me off too. So don't get me wrong, Thomas is still a piece of shit. He just didn't kill her. But he's a piece of shit though for that. That's all. But people just like to misspeak. Like, you know how like with Ava Switch, it's like kind of like Albert, here's in terms, I think this, Albert, this should give you some perspective. Think about it like when people go on and on that Ava killed Morgan. We both know Ava did not kill Morgan. Now, did Ava switch Morgan's medication? Yes. Was that fucked up and does that make her a bitch from hell? Yes. However, she did not actually kill Morgan. She contributed towards it, but she didn't kill her. It's the same thing with Thomas. Thomas sat there and watched Emma die with a smile on his face, and he threatened her. That is true. So Thomas is still a piece of shit, but he didn't actually kill him. but people let their emotions get in the way. That's all. Because it's like he might as well have, because he gave us those emotions like he killed him, but he didn't actually kill him. But people sometimes they just saying, hey, last day. He said, okay, yeah, good point. Exactly. So they always made me mad. Like, Ava never killed him. Exactly. And David asked me, so Esme got her memories back. Your thoughts? I hope she does her best to stay on her good path. I mean, she's back to being jealous of Trina. So that's not really a good sign, but I'm hoping Esme could rise above and path a good way forward, but I highly doubt it. So I'm here for the drama. David, that's my thoughts on Esme. And then Kyreese, you know I'm one of those people who take Thomas killed Emma. Yes, like I said, you're one of those people that are letting the emotions of that story. Because don't get me wrong, if you were watching that story, you would be furious with Thomas too. So definitely Thomas was a piece of shit in that storyline. I'm 100% sure of that because I watched it and I hated Thomas at that time too. However, he didn't actually kill her. No, but he certainly didn't help. He was chasing the car behind her. She was trying to get to Hope by getting away from him. And he let her die with a smile on his face. And David, my Christmas was good. How was your Christmas, David? Did you spend any were you able to spend time with family, or did you have a good time? My Christmas, I went to my mom's house for dinner. Kyreese, Esme's face towards Trina's voice said it all. Yeah, but if Esme's too good, Albert says, yeah, but if Esme's too good, then she'd be boring. True, but she could still be a little messy, but just I don't want her to go off the rails where she can't be a mother to Ace. That's all. If she wants to be a little biatch, then so be it, as long as she leaves my Ava alone. But I don't want her to go off the rails again. That's all. Like, I don't need her burning people's cars down. Albert, she better stay good. And then Spider-Quick said exactly, Kyreese. And David, did you take a good look at Maxie? Maxie looked good today. It looked like she lost some weight, right? If you saw Maxie's stomach area, her stomach was a little smaller. Don't you agree with that, David? Okay, Spider-Quick, was the caps all necessary? Oh yeah, and Spider-Quick said earlier that he's gonna be worse than Violet. Like that's something to be proud of. Like that is something to be proud of. I'm like, I watch it too. Emma was trying to do the right thing, and Thomas stopped her. Thomas just need to admit his actions. Thomas need to grow up, in my opinion, and stop his obsession with Hope. Yeah, true. Like I said, Thomas definitely did Emma wrong, but he didn't physically kill her. He's not the one that ran her off the road. She was already. Heck yeah, Kyreese, LOL, brought TV so annoyed from her. Oh, with Esme? Yeah. Brought TV did not like Esme. I was confused. There was a different actress yesterday playing her. Now Kristen Storm's back. But to answer your question, she looked good. Thank you, David. Thank you. I'm glad there was some Maxie appreciation. Yet Hope is not even that attractive. I'm sorry. I mean, you're not the only one. Yeah, you said Violet, Finn's daughter. I know what you said. You think it's cute to act like her, like a 7-year-old little girl. You think that that's cute to be acting worse than her. I wish Broad TV knew the truth of Spencer, but no, he don't, and he will not, because he wasn't in the member stream, and we're just gonna keep that quiet. We don't know what we're talking about. Okay, he's not gonna know. Nobody's gonna know. I don't know what you're talking about right now. Okay? So that's how that is, Spider-Quick. That's the way that's going to be. So I'm going to say there is no truth about him and move on. Right, Albert? There's nothing about no truth, okay? Right? We don't know what Spider-Quake's talking about. Spider-Quake's imagination gets the better of him sometimes. I mean, you're 16 years old. So I don't know why you still think imagination is funny, but I have no idea what you're talking about. Exactly. Don't know. No clue what he's talking about. I appreciate Maxie. I just appreciate her more if she stayed on vacation longer. Or like if she stayed in your bed, Darby. And Darby says hello to Kyreese. And then Spider-Quake says, funny, Albert. And Spider-Quake, you still very young. You have to figure out. To shut your damn mouth sometimes. And what's up, everybody? So far, we got 10 people in the chat, 3 likes. So if you're enjoying this stream, hit the like button. That really does help me out. It keeps this momentum going. I appreciate every last one of y'all. And then Spider-Quake says, figure out what. Kyreese, you don't want to battle, man. Oh, please. You're right. I'm not trying to go to jail for child abuse. Let's just say Hope does nothing for me down there in love scenes, if you know what I mean. She just doesn't do it for me. She doesn't have, oh my God, this woman is beautiful vibe. You're right. She's average at best. We know. Hope was never, the only time Hope ever made me hot was when she was with that Thomas. That one time I wanted to join them. But, hey, Ida. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, you're right. Hope is not all that last day. I mean, Hope and Maxie are about both a 6. Jordan, all jokes. Looks like a Spider-Quake that is very ignorant. And then Darby is really trying to push my buttons today. I'm going to pin this comment, and I want Albert to see how ignorant this is. Look how ignorant Darby 13 is once again. She said maybe if Maxie, also known as Kristen Storms, got fired from from GH, she could play a younger version of Tracy Abbott on YNR. He's comparing Maxie to Tracy Abbott, Albert. Do you condone this? Do you condone it? Now I'm going to dismiss this. I'm going to unpin that ridiculous comment. And in Spider-Quake, you don't know what you're talking about, little boy. You just covered with your hormones, okay? So Aunt Jordan is way too much of a woman for you anyways. What last one, Albert? I don't know what you're talking about. We not going there again. If that's the one you're talking about. I don't need his permission to have a stupid opinion, Kyreese. Well, clearly you need some guidance or something. Because if you had the nerve to compare Maxie Jones to Tracy Abbott, have you been drinking tonight, Darby? That's what I need to know. You just admitted you have a stupid opinion. He knew that would get under my skin, comparing her to Tracy Abbott. Darby is a smart man, okay? I will give him credit. Spider-Quake could take notes from Darby, because Darby Tucker be on that nonsense while Spider-Quake That's what I came to your live stream for, Kyreese, guidance. Good, because I'm a good role model. I'm an example. Children of the world look up to me. Spider-Quick looks up to me, damn it. Okay? So I'm gonna set you all right. You said Cap. Nope, it's not Cap. You know you look up to me, Spider-Quick. I don't blame you. Okay? I'm a good damn role model. Actually, you're probably taller than me. Yep. And I'm an excellent role model for you. I am. That's why you try to copy some of the things I say. And I appreciate that, you know? I do. I appreciate it. But there will only ever be one Kyreese Clark. But I am glad to be able to educate. What the fuck do I copy? Some of my insults. Some of my things. You are a youngin' Spider-Quake. We will get you there one day. Okay? We will get you there. Now, in the meantime, yep, you copy all my insults. But, see, here we go. Now this is how Spider-Quick gets under my skin. When he talking about Mrs. Clark. I'm going to send your son Spider-Quick to Miller. That's not my damn son. Shit. I'm not even... Kyreese, so we could agree hope is average at best. If you're talking about the first time they did the Devil Tango, that was not hot. That was actually why I stopped watching 3 months ago. Wow. Damn, Darby. I have children. My children's children will be insulted by Darby's comments. Okay? For 3 months in 2023, I did not watch The Bald and the Beautiful because of Hope and Thomas. I understand you. But I 100% agree with Alexis that this is just a bad idea. Molly and TJ just need to go get them a puppy and move on until Molly could have a baby of her own. And then Darby says, I don't see race color, Spider-Quake. It's right. We're all beautiful. Every last one of us. Now, but I found Felicia sneaking her way to get that DNA. But I wonder what Sasha's going to do to try to stop her. Cuz, please, Cody's worried about going to Pentonville. He'll be fine. Please. Most of that town belongs in Pentonville. Sunny belongs in Pentonville. Ava belongs in Pentonville. A lot of them. We're all beautiful except Maxie, of course. I'm going to let that ignorant comment slide. I'm going to let that slide for now. Yeah, but what's Sasha going to do to stop Felicia from running that test? Because we all know they're going to try to do that, but like I said, half of Port Charles belongs in jail. Sam belongs in jail. I'm trying to set you the hell off, Kyreese. So it's not going to work, okay? It's not going to work. I told you I'm setting a better example. The children look up to me. Okay? The children look up to me. to set an example for their future. They're trying. Spider-Quake belongs in jail. Only I can't get him worked up. See, look at that crap like that. Which is not true, by the way. But just delusional. Tracy notices BLQ. But back to another General Hospital topic. Like I said, Cody ain't got nothing to worry about. And Tracy, she ain't marrying Scott, okay? She will marry Gregory before she marries Scott. Delusional is Nina's middle name. Actually, because Nina's last name is Bostic. It's Nina Reeves Bostic. That is what Nina's full name is. So she might not need that delusional middle name for too much longer. Because I know Albert's just waiting to put a ring on her finger. I'm looking forward to that. When I go to New York next year, I'm going to make sure after me and Jessica hang out, before me, Jessica, and Albert go hang out and go to dinner, I'm going to make sure we go ring shopping to make sure that Albert picks out the right ring for Nina. And don't worry, I already got the discount from that jewelry store, so you ain't got to worry about that. But we're going to make sure you pick out that right engagement ring for Nina, Albert. Yes. And because I know you are in love with that woman. Nina was going to tell the truth, but Kylie ruined it. Because that's what Kylie do. She get lockjaw on you and she run that big mouth of hers. Kylie got a big mouth. She sure do. She run her mouth way too much. And Kylie thinks she can't be touched. Look, Tracy isn't going to marry Scott, but she will always have fun. But she will have fun playing this stupid game with these two and rub it in their faces. Always ruins it. And then last day asking me, Kyreese, what do you think of the potential of Holly and Tate as a couple? I think Holly needs to get her eyebrows done more than she needs to worry about a boyfriend. Her eyebrows definitely didn't have enough makeup on it. You asked me earlier about my Christmas. My Christmas was good. My mom made a pot roast, but she wasn't feeling that well. But she still made a meal. She's dealing with vertigo. I'm so sorry to hear that about her dealing with vertigo, but I'm glad she was able to have the strength to make a good meal. Same, my mom cooked for Christmas as well. We made like some sort of homemade stroganoff and then some brownies and some cornbread. It was good. But I hope your mom feels better real soon, David. But like I said, Lois made me extremely angry when she was going in about like poor Carly getting snitched on. That was the first time Lois really got under my skin today. And Olivia shouldn't have let Tracy get in her head talking about, oh, were you mad that I married Ned? I mean, if she was mad about it, she would have done something about it a minute ago. So clearly, Ned, I mean, I'm not saying Ned is bad looking or anything, but I go both ways. I wouldn't give Ned a second look. Ned ain't no Mr. Brennan. I'm just going to say it like that. He ain't no Mr. Brennan. So it ain't like he's much of a catch. And as for Lucy Coe, I can't stand her. She's horrible. I don't know if you feel the same. Oh, I feel the exact same. I cannot stand her either. And then Darby had to say, poor Carly, give me a break. Exactly. Give us a break. Honestly, Holly, other than the fact that she's definitely not 17, yeah, she's 23, and her eyebrows could at least be funny as a couple. Mostly, they would be a fun couple that doesn't have too much drama. Tamisha Roberts is here. Welcome back. And then she says, Bald and Beautiful was sketchy. Hey, good night. I'm here. Whatever Xander and Finn up to will backfire. The tables might turn on them. Steffi gonna defend her brother before Finn. I know that's right. Finn don't know crap. Exactly. Which I know should be crap because Finn should have definitely heard about that by now because he knew Thomas had a shady past. So I don't know why he got to act all brand new. But Thomas didn't kill that girl. But he's a piece of crap for watching her die, though. That is what Thomas did. But Steffi is still going to ride out for her brother. And Finn needed to back the hell off. Because I'm glad you're here because now I could go off about Bald and the Beautiful. I heard Thomas is NWO for life. But Finn really was pissing me off. Talk about I want all he said when Thomas said it calmly that all he wants is for Steffi to stay out of his business, and then Finn had to say, or what are you gonna do, Thomas? What are you gonna do? You're not gonna talk to my wife like that. I'm like, yes, I am gonna talk to your wife like that. I'm gonna talk to my sister. However the hell I want to talk to my sister. F you and the horse you rode in on, because Thomas is clearly not scared of Finn, not one bit. So, Finn could get that ass whooped. Xander knows a lot about Thomas. Something tells me he's not going to buy Thomas has changed act. And then Darby says Finn sucks. Both Finns suck. Finn Hamilton sucks and Finn GH suck. And Finn B&B sucks. And then David said, do you think Finn from General Hospital is going to be fired, Kyreese? No, probably not. But that family might end up being a new villain. If Finn want to see the bad side of Thomas, he will run. Albert says, I'm going to say this. Well, I'm a boomer, so I'm going to go to bed. Have a good night, Kyreese and everyone. Yes, have a good night, Albert. It was lovely to see you as always. Finn thinks he can intimidate Thomas like he tried to do Liam. But Thomas is not a little puke. Kyrie's not a fan of any Finn. Hello. Hey, my queen, Jessica. The beautiful, gorgeous woman of the world. Also, you're an awesome person, Kyrie. So you're definitely an amazing role model. Thank you so much, Albert. I appreciate you. Yes, Jessica, before you got here, I had to tell them how I had to remind everybody how I'm a role model for the children, especially for Spider-Quake. I'm a huge role model for Spider-Quake. And Albert said, yep, that's how I sound. We know. And Albert isn't going to sleep when he has insomnia. But I'm doing great today, Jessica. Did you delete that comment? LOL. I don't know what Spider-Quake said, but I can't see that comment. So I'm not even going to acknowledge that last comment. Because we're not going to tolerate no delusional behavior up in here. We are not going to tolerate it. But Spider-Quake looks up to all of us. He looks up to me. He looks up to Jessica. He looks up to Darby. He looks up to Albert. He looks up to all of us. Okay? That's who Spider-Quake looks up to. I don't even know what you're talking about, Jessica. Ain't nobody deleting anything. Just Nate. He wanted that major reaction, but nope, he ain't gonna get it because he don't deserve it. All I'm reading is the Queen Jessica part because that part is true, Queen Jess, but everything else, yeah. But so do you think Chris? So here's another question I got for all my General Hospital viewers. Do you think Kristina is going to end up having custody of this baby? Um, what? Don't blame me when he's on television being arrested by a POPO. Why would you ask that? Did I miss something? Yeah, she's gonna want to keep because the direction that they're going of this story, Kristina right now is saying, "Oh no, I don't want the baby. I'm happy that you and Molly are gonna be parents." When we all know she's gonna change her mind. So that's clear gonna happen. But do you think she's gonna successfully get custody of the baby? That's the question. She definitely gonna want to keep the baby, of course. Yes, and yes, she would once she gets attached to the baby. Yep. Hey, I could defend myself in a fight, and I'm 5'4". I once beat a man who was 5 inches taller than me, so Finn had a shot against Thomas. Uh-uh. Thomas is a whole another level of crazy. She's not going to give up the baby that easily. Because probably going to happen is, especially if something happens to the baby's born with some medical condition or something, her her maternal instinct are going to kick in. Then she's going to be like, "There's no way I can give you this baby now." Well, that's new to me, but I hope not. Molly has been wanting a baby for a while, but if she is, then she could have it with Blaze. Um, True. But you know what I think, Andrea? I think that I said I said the devil's name. I said that devil's name. But you know what I think, David? I think that Andrea is still pregnant. So I have a feeling that that's going to come out. So once once that reveal comes out, that's going to be a game changer. And Kristina's going to want to keep the baby that she had with TJ. And then there's going to be some messy drama. Oh, yeah, I forgot about Andrea. Uh-huh. But she miscarried, didn't she? Yeah, but she lied. They didn't show the miscarriage on screen or anything. So she lied. She was still very early along in the pregnancy. She lied. Trust me. That's an inevitable story that's going to come back. Guarantee you. If it doesn't come back right away, it will eventually. Because what she did, she's committing fraud. That's number one. So that story is going to come out. And that's going to be a game changer. Yeah, I think she lied too. Definitely. She lied. I saw right through her for the snake she was from the beginning. Actually, I'm 5'5" now. I was 5'4" at the time. However, the guy whose ass I kicked had a similar build to Thomas. So I could take Thomas' ass in a fight. I kind of want to see that, though. I kind of want to see that. That'd be funny. Last day versus Kyreese. Do you like Lois? Not today, I didn't. Lois was pissing me off when she was going on and on about poor Carly and Drew being arrested. That kind of pissed me off because, first of all, F Drew. And secondly, Carly's the one that's still committed insider trading. And then Lois was like, "No, but she didn't make any money." And the SEC would have never reported him. I'm like, I don't want to hear that crap, Lois. She still committed the crime. She did the crime, but she couldn't do it, but she didn't even do no time. So why is Lois bitching about it? Like it's none of Lois's damn business. She said she wanted to stay out of Quartermain business, then mind the business that pays her. Okay, I thought she was here to support Brooklyn's storyline. I don't want to hear any more of Lois's mouth on this Carly and Drew nonsense. This is none of Lois's damn business. So that's how I felt about Lois today. She pissed me off. But in general, I'm trying to still give her the benefit of the doubt. But days like that made me mad. I'm pissed off. So that's my answer, my lovely Queen Jessica. What if Thomas finds out about Steffi and Liam's kiss? I would love to see Thomas rub it in Finn's face. A cold day in hell. Ha! Yeah, well, Thomas definitely had a grin on his face when he watched Emma die. So he probably will be crying all over again. So he'll be definitely laugh at Finn's expense now. Finn's poking the bear. And then David said, do you think Nicholas will show up to Windermere? Probably one day, yeah. At some point soon. He gonna get his son back. Thomas did enjoy watching. Yes, he did. He enjoyed it. He had a huge smile on his face. I'll never forget that. That I never forgot. So, don't get me wrong. Thomas is a PR. He was brain damaged then too, Kyreese and last. I don't care. He still did it. So, he deserves some level of smoke for that. Brain damage or not. I'm not giving him no pass. Not at all. But sort of mad we didn't get to see the Queen Ava today, but we sure had a look at Kyrie said, I don't care. That's right. I said it proud. Just like I don't care that Jocelyn treated Cameron like a toilet seat. I don't give a damn. I don't care not one bit. Cameron is a toilet seat. Do you have any New Year's resolutions for 2024? Yeah. And then Jessica says, LOL, me either. Yeah, I do have some New Year's resolutions. I have some financial resolutions. I have some and then she said, watch Albert come back. LOL. You just never had. I have some I plan on getting a second job at some point. I plan on getting more classes done in 2024. I want to try to complete at least six new classes for the year 2024, 6 to 8 new classes. And have some, hopefully I find someone like Mr. Brennan or Willow. Well, I already have Willow, but still. But yeah. Those are some of my New Year's resolutions. You damn right, Jess, but Kyreese said that because he knew I was still watching. I gotta pin that message. That was funny. But my thing is, all of them on ball did worse than Thomas. I think we should get a book and read out their wrong. Forgiveness should be on plain field. I understand. And then Jessica says, laughing my ass off. He really came back. I'm dead. But yeah, but Miss Tamika Roberts, I appreciate what you're saying. Don't get me wrong. I don't completely hate Thomas the way Last Day does, but I still didn't forget how he smiled at Emma's death. So I can't completely forgive that. Off of the, like, when that gets brought up, I am going to drag Thomas for that. But in general, like, I still be on Thomas's side when he goes up against Brooke. I will see you all next time. Happy New Year. if I don't see you before that time, I hope 2024 will be a good year. Yes. Good night, David. It was wonderful to have you as always. And then last it says, I once ran into a tree when I was 8 years old, so that caused some brain damage, some brain problems. My doctor said it's fine now, but it could be worse later on if not looked at properly. No, why would I have an opportunity to lie about a kid being dead? Because you're evil, last day. Well, what did Darby say? You fought a midget like Spiderquake? Oh, damn. He called Spiderquake a midget. He said that a minute ago, and I never even read that comment until now. Okay, now I'm really going to bed this time for real, Kyreese and Jess. Get your boomer rest. The boomers have to sleep. Okay? When the boomers don't sleep, boomers are cranky when they don't get their rest. And you're the devil, last day. And then last day talk about when did you become a jackass? All right. We joking around now, but calling each other jackasses. Let's just keep that just a little bit calmer. And you too, Darby. Don't be calling him no devil. I'll put both of you in y'all places. I love you both equally. And then Tamisha Roberts says, what's going on, Taylor? Oh, what's going on with Taylor? Yep, she got fired. He started it, not me. Oh, don't worry. I'll get that old boomer Darby, too. I'm going to get him if he get out of line with you again. That's why I'm keeping an eye on that boomer Darby, too. He claims he's 55 when I know he's 77. Darby, don't play with me. But yeah, but seriously, Albert, go get your rest. You got to be up at 3:30 in the morning, so I want you to get your rest. And then Jessica said, LMAO, not 77. What has happened to Darby 13? He got old because he's a boomer. Now, come on, Darby, hit me with your best shot. I know he's going to come after me, or more importantly, he's going to come after my Aunt Jordan. I know it's coming, or Maxie. Old and bitter. Ooh, child. I'm kidding. As siblings, we sometimes have raised voices, not like Finn would understand being Sheila's bastard son. Oh, but let's not forget, Darby. Sheila got kids out there, though. She still got kids out there. So, Finn got some siblings. So, we'll see if Daisy comes around. We'll see if Sheila had a Sheila has a, remember y'all, Sheila has a kid with Ridge's biological father as well. Hey, and Tamika says, I would love to see a SmackDown fight between Thomas and Finn. That would be nice. Yep. Oh, it's coming. If Finn keep running his mouth all aggressively and crap, overcompensating. Hey, CW, welcome to the stream. Our recent topic, we were talking about Finn walking around like his shit don't stink with his little attitude. He want to overcompensate. He want to feel like he the man. Thomas is not scared of Finn. Not one bit. We know that. Finn might not acknowledge them because he think his shit don't stink. But he wanted siblings at some point, so he might. We shall see. Unless if they look at his precious Steffi the long way. Darby the Finn with his attitude is annoying. It is annoying. I'm creating controversy last day. That's what Darby thrives on. But speaking of, we're moving topics. Let's talk about Days of Our Lives real quick. Steve, he need to have this energy with Clyde, okay? He need to be snatching Clyde up like this. Clyde is over there trying to threaten to kill your son, okay? So, not Sheila's kids, Kyreese. Yeah, Sheila's kids. Sheila's children. The way he make love is sloppy. It's like Steffi afraid to make love to him. He need practice. Ooh. Mm-mm. Oh. All right. He needs some more practice. Exactly. He need to mow his own lawn before he go checking somebody else. Or sometimes it could come across as hateful. Nah. Well, thing is, Darby is just old. And you know how old people like Darby is? He's around Eric Forrester's age, maybe a little older. He wants to claim he's 55. But I'll see it when I believe it. If Zende put a kiss on Luna, it's a wrap. You put some thought into that, Kyreese. Mow his own grass. That's right. Mow his own grass. Mow his own lawn grass. I skipped the whole lawn phrase and I just skipped right to the grass because that's what it is. That's right. Finn does it seem like anyone who sees Steffi for who she truly is, the woman who cheated on him 3 different times, and we all know his son and his son. I don't hate you last days with Darby 13. Of course. Steffi need to watch Thomas and Brooke Jr. They will show him how it's done. And you know those Logans get shrunk got strong backs and knees. They sure do. They got that strong back. Especially for married men. Are you sure that's Finn's child? Hey, mama's baby, daddy's maybe. So, we shall see. But what did y'all think of Nicole's therapy session with Marlena? She still want that bum Eric. She still want him. She knows that she wishes that was her baby daddy. That she knows she feels it somewhere that is her baby daddy. Why to learn not what to, if you find attractive, more power to you. Why to learn what to? Could be Bill's child. Hayes, how would that even be possible? I guess that sperm still moves around after 4 years or something. They ain't slept together in years, but hey. Nicole going to Marlena is like Thomas going to Taylor for therapy. True. But I'm not gonna go as hard as Nicole, like that Boomer Albert went as hard on Nicole like that. She has a right to feel how she wants to feel. It's because she don't want to hurt EJ's feelings, because EJ's a murdering psychopath. And then last they said, Kyreese, I suck at spelling. It's okay. We all have our flaws. And it says, um, but she know that EJ got that bank account, got that solid bank account that she ain't got to worry about nothing. Unlike old bummy Eric and his wife Salone, that credit card went click, click, declined. They had to cut up her card. Marlena is too close to Eric to honestly give Nicole the help she needs. And then last day says Darby, conflict of interest. Mm-hmm. And then Paulina might have cancer. I hope she recovers smoothly once Abe gets her memory back. Gets his memories back. And they could live there happily ever after. As long as Marlena go to suggest she kidnap a baby is fine. Taylor did tell Thomas to steal hope from Liam in 2019. But if Steffi slept with Liam and then Bill, could it be possible that Bill is the father of Steffi's first daughter, daddy's sperm and some sperm bloodline? Mm-hmm. That's what they said. But remember at the time, Bill was obsessed with Steffi. So if Bill truly was the daddy, he would have damn sure used that to get back with Steffi back in the day because he was obsessed. When Steffi rocked his world, Bill lost his mind. Bill was the Thomas of 2018. He was obsessed with Steffi. I would die of a heart attack if one of those Brady men told me to get his bum ass up and get a job. Told him, They do need to tell him something. But he did say a career change, so hopefully he means it. I hope that photographer pays him some decent bucks. Maybe he could start buying some Pampers. Because baby girls' funds are getting low. And the baby needs clothes and Pampers. So, come on. You need to make that work. But Leah flirting with Johnny was just so. I found that scene funny. Johnny's like, I'm not bi, and even if I was, you ain't getting none of this good stuff. I'm like, well, yeah. And then when I saw, I had to fast forward it. Eric is like Tommy on Martin. He ain't got no damn job. I can hear Albert's voice saying that. He didn't mean a career change and more like getting a career period. True. Mm-hmm. That man's a bum. Bum. But they need to stop. They need to stop. I'm even trying to show Kevin and Chloe. Please. You know damn well they are not no real couple. No wonder why Chloe's always so obsessed about Adam. Because that's probably the only thought of a real man that she could ever think of. Because Kevin don't really want her. Not that Kevin's not a real man. Kevin don't really want her. He's settling for her. Chloe is little miserable. That man do not want her at all. I don't blame him because she's a nagging shrew. She's a pain in the behind. and a nagging shrew. I do not like this woman at all. But I'll tell you what I do like is the idea of Wendy in China with Trip for good. When that secret comes out and blow up in Steffi's face, Sheila, and Finn will bond, and that will put a nail in the coffin of Steffi because that will get under her skin. It sure will. That surely will. They're going to get under her skin. And I'm here for it. I truly am. But before we wrap up, let me see. Was there anything else about General Hospital that I didn't mention today? Let's see. Chloe hates Adam so much. Do you think on some level she secretly wants Adam? She want that good vitamin D. She want that vitamin D. Trust me. She want it. Because that obsessive hate turns into a secret desire that she can never act on. But she want it. But I'm happy that Sonny said he's proud of Kristina. Because he always thought that Kristina was just a lost soul, lost cause, a screw up on some level, always lost because of her self-doubt. But she finally going through with something when she opened that youth center. In other words, once they finally recast the character, they finally wrote her as somewhat of a grown woman. So Sonny's so proud of her. And I'm happy for him. Do you think Cricket and Danny would last? Nope. Because they're really boring together. Cricket and Danny. Hey, Kyreese, sorry I'm late, but to the chat. Finn, who can't handle Sheila, but since he became Eric Miracle Worker, he puffs his chest out at Thomas. Thinking he big and bad. He the big bad wolf. Please, Thomas will knock him on his ass. And I would have been here for it if he would have. Because I remember Hope had to pull Thomas off of Liam a few times during their brawl. Sure, if they left town together, goodbye, Danny and Cricket. Aloha. Thomas is gonna manhandle him, Yes, he is. He gonna rough him up. He gonna tell him what time it is. But I hope Xander doesn't overstay his welcome. I hope not. I don't think he brings any longevity to the show. So as soon as this Thomas angle wraps up, he better be on his merry way. And please don't bring Zoe back on the show. I did not like Zoe. I don't want to look at her again. If I never see Zoe again in life, it's too soon. So, I don't need that woman. Nowhere near me. Xander is a test for Thope to see if Hope can still be down for Thomas. It's a test. Let's see if she passed with flying colors or not. Xander is boring. Bring back Liam. Ooh. I hate Liam. I'm happy that he's off my screen right now, too. I needed a long, long, long break from him. And then they said, no, Zoe, please. Paris could go, too. Yes, I agree with that, Tamisha. Paris and Zoe could stay gone. I hope the door don't hit their weaves on the way out because they got to stay gone, but Liam could stay gone too. I can't stand that man. I despise Liam on almost every single level. Almost as much as I hate Nick Newman. Xander looks like he's sick. Come up in there looking like Casper. He did look like Casper. It's funny. Those people are something else. When is Eric gonna take over his office? Well, knowing these writers, he'll probably be up in about 6 months. So he'll probably still be in that hospital, and they damn sure will still be talking about Eric's illness 6 months from now. I'm more than sure of that. So, but I wonder if Sheila is still rocking Deacon's world right now. Because Deacon can't get enough of those 9 toes in his life. Deacon loved that woman. But I'm glad Ridge is not too whipped by Brooke to ask Hope some questions. Because Hope needed to know the answer. But do you think that Hope is going to say, oh, yeah, that's what I forgot to mention about Bald and the Beautiful. I'm glad I didn't end the stream yet. Do you think that Hope is going to say yes to that marriage proposal? When Eric pulled through he going to fire Ridge? Probably. Will Hope agree to marry Thomas? Because that ring did look nice. I'm just saying. I'm not going to lie. Part of me was like, he could put that ring on me so I could pawn that. Because that looked like I can get a good couple of dollars for that ring. I can get a good couple of dollars. Shoot. That ring could pay my rent for probably 6 months at least. But do y'all think he's going to marry? I know they're not going to get married. But is she going to say yes to the marriage proposal? That's the $1 million question that I want to know. If she do say yes, it would drive Brooke crazy. But then again, if she was pregnant, that would drive Brooke crazy too. So, anything that makes Brooke miserable in the long run kind of makes me happy, to be honest. Because Brooke is an old, hateful woman that slept her way through the Forrester family. And she's not humble for a woman that's had as many crimes has had many lovers as Brooke has had. She's never really humble. She really isn't. I would say she always lands on her feet, but in reality, she always lands on her back. That's where Brooke always lands. So, and it really sickens me when Hope keeps saying, I'm doing what my mom is doing all these years, following my heart. Like that was a good freaking example. Like that's anything to live by. Brooke is nobody's role model. So, I'm just saying. That woman, Brooke might pass out and call the paramedic. If Hope accept that, she would send smokes in her ears. She would be screaming. I'd be here for that too. That'd be pretty funny. Because I definitely would be here for that. If Brooke would pass out with that revolution, that would be hilarious. But, all right, everybody. I'm going to call this stream, and I'm going to call that a wrap for tonight's stream. This was a really fun stream, as usual. And good night, Tamisha. Good night, CW. Good night, Monique. Good night, my gorgeous #1 Queen Jessica. Good night, Spiderquake, who had the nerve to call someone out, called the Queen #2. Good night, David, again. Good night, Boomer Darby. Good night, Last Day. And good night, everybody else. Once again, this has been a really, really, really. Hey, she got a strong back. Might as well use it. Ow. It's a good night. Yes, a good night, CW. Brooke will arrive on the scene screaming, I won't allow this proposal. I can see that too. But yes, have a good nighty, everybody. I will see y'all probably tomorrow for one more live stream before I go on hiatus for the month of January. See y'all soon. Peace.